Now available on Tata Sky channel number 526.
Now, the National Real Estate Development Council got together in Mumbai last week to decode the regulator in real estate, discuss new changes and how this could translate into more accountability and transparency in the property market. Our editor Faye D'Souza was part of this roundtable. Listen in to an excerpt of what was discussed.
There's a risk up till now that I took on as a consumer when I booked a home, whether that was launch or pre-launch. When I went and booked and parted with my money, the risk that it might not finally see possession date is a risk that I took on as a customer. Now with this very, very comprehensive regulation, that risk gets passed on to the developer. As a customer, I'm taking on very little risk. Is there a cost involved that you believe will now also be passed on to the customer because the risk has been moved off? Do you believe that in the next 1 or 2 years of settling in, it will take a year or two to settle in, we might actually see prices go up a little bit because developers will be tempted to pass on that 5-year warranty cost, to pass on the escrow cost to the customer?
I'm personally of the view that there is so much level playing field which has been created with the economic changes that we are seeing. Today we are in a buyer's market already. It looks like in the coming months and maybe coming days that it is not going to be a seller's market what used to be here 5 or 10 years ago. As a result of which I believe that rationalization of the cost will always be there. And if you buy a air conditioner with a 5-year warranty, you know that there is going to be some cost added to it. So the same way here it will be marginal. It will not be that the builder will be able to push some additional imaginary cost into it. To my mind, this particular law has given so much teeth to the consumer that somewhere down the line, black sheeps are on both sides. It is not so that it is only the builders who are probably indulging into something which can be called as a malpractice. There are at times, and in a large projects, the people who join initially the project, they become greedy, and at the end of the day, when the project goes into second and the third phase, they become a little funny, and then they start looking up the new law and the provisions. That will be the cost which the new coming consumer will have to bear for the delay, for the litigation, for the kind of enforcement of this law, which may generate. Now, a law can't take care of every possibility, so we'll have to bear with it. We'll have to see how it grows.
Even if you're only speaking of the NCR market, is there an intention in the community, in the developer community, to increase margins, to perhaps bully customers into getting into deals that might not be on their side?
See, plenty of it. In the name of, this, do you see the cost, they will only mention the basic cost in every advertisement. After that, the moment you go on to sign the agreement, there is face-off cost, samne wala cost, piche wala cost, aage wala cost. So many costs are added on.
Niranjan Hiranandani, respond to that. The evidence of malice within the community. And now you have 2 customers here. We're both customers. And I'm asking you because he said very large builders who bully customers.
Well, it's very simple answer. Like you have beautiful women and you have ugly women. So you have good builders and you have bad builders. And certainly we wouldn't like to color the good, bad and ugly with one color. But actually...
do you think the bill does that?
Sorry?
Not differentiate between good and bad?
No, I think this is a level playing field as far as the law is concerned. That's why I said first, on the transparency issue, which was imperative, I think it's a level playing field. So I think whether you're a big builder, small builder, good builder, bad builder, or whatever it is, or ugly, you have to mandate it. What is worrisome is something different. Actually, what has happened is that the track record of regulations in terms of controls, and we decontrolled in 1991, and we said we want to de-license industry, we want to de-license because regulation actually caused corruption. And this is actually prevalent even today in the real estate field when we come to getting approvals. So the fear is not about transparency or regulations in the regular sense of the term. And I think if there are bad builders, as Mr. Balla has clearly pointed out, and there are, and we have to accept that, I don't see any problem if they are going to be hanged. There's nothing wrong with that. But if tomorrow it is misused or abused, as has happened in the case of urban land ceiling, the same parliament which said 1976 was great law itself said that it has caused corruption beyond imagination. It's a law which actually did not meet the ends of the people. But you really need all the regulation. So that's a fear that if the regulation is going to be misused or abused by the regulator in direct or indirect sense, and there is corruption which starts, which you have talked about in your program, if that gets accentuated by this, that is dangerous. But as far as the level playing field of the law, I think it's very equitous and it should be.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Magicbricks Now. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magicbricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/Magicbricks Now.